Welcome to DIY and Depression. This is the third video in the series so far. It was supposed to be the second video, but welcome to DIY. That's what happens sometimes. I want to talk about specifically why I love DIY so much and why I'm so committed to it. I'm very passionate about it, and I really want to share why that is. I found that there are a number of benefits to doing things DIY for me, and that I think will be true for other people as well. And those benefits are cost and time, how easy it is, the level of control you can have, and the creative satisfaction, and also the community around it. One of the advantages to DIY is the low cost. Anybody can do it. The point is to use the tools that you have. And just for an example, right here, I'm using my phone. You know, my phone has a better camera than I can buy used. I have it anyway. Why not use it, right? I've just started recording vocals for my music. I have a live mic, not a recording mic. This is what I'm using. It's what I have. Is it perfect? No. Am I learning a lot using it? Yeah. And it's letting me do the work. Purchasing tools right now is relatively inexpensive. If you count up the cost of all of the gear that I've had, all of the software that I've purchased, it's still cheaper than what it would cost to go into a professional studio. Now, there are advantages to going into a professional studio. The space, the people, all of these things are good things, and I'm not knocking on that. But I don't have that kind of money. What I can do, though, is over time, save for the things that I want and get them piece by piece, a little bit here, a little bit there, build up what I have. What I can do then is, because I haven't invested so much in all of this, again, relatively speaking, if to make money at what I'm doing, I can charge a lot less. I don't have as much to recoup. So I can pass on these cost savings to my potential customers, right? To me, it's a no-brainer because I can't afford to do it any other way, but also I don't have to. So that's really nice. So the second element that's the reason I love DIY is time. You know, most of us that are doing this, the vast majority of people who are musicians or creatives in any endeavor, aren't making money at it, at least aren't making enough money to support themselves by it. So we have to have day jobs, right? I call it, my day job is my side hustle. This is my job. But, you know, the day jobs take up time. Other things take up time. You know, living takes up time. So the awesome thing about doing things DIY is I can do them when I have time. Right now, I'm recording this video because I got a couple hours to spare. Let's do it. And it can be a spur of the moment thing. I don't have to wait on anybody. You know, it's like, oh, I want to record something. I don't have to call somebody up. I don't have to get a cameraman. I don't have to book time in the studio. It's just like, I've got a few minutes. Let's do something. Bam, there it is. That quick, that easy. What this also does, because I can do it whenever I want, it also makes it so that the time frames from start to finish are super compressed. If I wanted to, I could get out a video like this in a day. You know, I'm using super easy tools. I'm using the tools that I have available. I'm using the time that I have available, you know, to record the video, edit it in the real basic fashion that I'm doing right now. A few hours, tops. Boom, there's a video. So, you know, the potential, especially when you're starting out, you're trying to ramp up, the potential to get your content out in a timely fashion is literally up to you. You have the time, you do it, it's done. Like I said, these videos that I'm doing here, a couple hours actual invested time, maybe tops. I released an EP in December that I did completely at home. I'd never had to go into a studio. I did it right here in front of my computer. Absolutely everything. I wrote songs, recorded songs, got them released to the public in under 6 months. And it only took that long because I was still figuring out how to do it. So the ability to really compress your time frame, get content out in a super timely fashion in DIY is completely under your control. So another great thing I love is just how easy it is. You know, the tools are so comprehensive and flexible now. Again, using the phone, happens to be an iPhone, it's just what I have. It's got iMovie on it, and I'll take this video, I'll put it in iMovie, I'll put a little header on it, I'll put a little footer on it, I'll put a little soundtrack. Do I want the soundtrack the whole time? No, I'll just drop it out in the middle. All of these things right on my phone. You know, does it look like Finn McKenty did it? Nah, that's a goal, you know, but it's what I can do right now. And instead of waiting, I can just do it and it looks okay. You know, it comes out all right. I'm actually pretty happy with them. For music, the plugins, so many different plugins that are the equal of what you can get in a studio. And they're all equally amazing. You can't go wrong. And this also leads to so much the ability to experiment and find out what works. Like, I'm recording vocals right now, and I don't know how to record vocals. I've never done it before. To record them myself and try to make them sound good, you know, that's not where my strengths are right now. But man, I'm learning a lot and I can do it. And it doesn't cost me anything because I already have all the stuff. So I just record, then I learn. And I can experiment different things and try and see what works. And I've started using a guitar pedal delay plugin on my vocals because I actually dig the way it sounds better than the other delays or reverbs that I have in the DAW for my particular vocals, the way they got recorded. So I can do that. And click, click, boom, done. As a super introverted person, extremely introverted person, one big attraction for DIY for me is that I have the ultimate control. I control every step of the process. I don't have to worry about anyone else trying to influence the end product. I don't have to wait on anyone. There's no delaying of the process or the product. That level of control is really attractive to me. I might have control issues. With DIY, I'm doing it myself. And so I can control every bit of it. And there's so much out there that is designed to help you do that. The things that I've mentioned already, but even the end of the process where, okay, I've got the product, I have my creative product, how do I get it out to people? There are places like CDBaby or Distrokid that indie bands are using, and that I used myself to get my music out to places where people can buy it, where people can stream it. Then I can do the promotion, get people there. It's really all up to me. And so what all that leads to is, for me, an intense level of creative satisfaction that I was able to do this process from beginning to end myself with what I had, and that there are no excuses. I'm a big one for, well, if I just got that guitar or this plugin, or if only, you know, it's all excuses. That's all it is. And committing to DIY means no more excuses. It means I'm committing to do this, and I'll take all the help that I can get. In the end, it's all up to me. And I like that, because if I fail, it's on me. And I'm okay with that, because it means either I didn't do it well enough and I just need to do it better. There's something I can learn from and move forward. Or it means that maybe the thing I was doing just, isn't popular for enough people to support it. It all depends on how you define success. If I don't meet my goals, it won't be because I didn't do everything I could. And if I didn't do everything I could, then I don't deserve to meet my goals. As a final note, one more great thing that I'm learning about being DIY is that you're actually not forced to do it all yourself, in that there is an incredible DIY community of people, creatives, who are all trying to do the same things. They all want to succeed on their own terms, and that's going to mean different things to different people, but we all have that same desire to be responsible for our own success to the degree that anybody is. And what I found about the DIY community is it is both incredibly warm and inviting and helpful and empathetic, loving to see people succeed, even if it's not them themselves, loving to see other people succeed, doing the same things. It is also real, and they will call you out on your bullshit, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so those are the reasons that I love DIY and why I'm committed to it. It's not easy. I'll be the first to say it is not easy. Turning everything over to somebody else is so easy. And then you have them to blame too, so it's so not risky, But that's not for me. That's not how I can do this. And that's why I love DIY. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.